What they do. I am Josh Jones, ESQ. Welcome to Beats, Rhymes, and Crimes live. And today I got Ali LaFlare right
What's
at the
goody?
buzzer, right as we about to get started. What's happening?
What's goody, King?
Yeah, man. So we're just getting on, man. So giving everybody a little time right now. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you're watching live or watching the replay as well. We got a lot to talk about. A lot of updates on some stories we've been covering. Got some new stuff, and you don't want to miss what's going on with Young Thug, man. They was out of court for like a week. Surprise, surprise. But there is some updates though. What's happening?
You know how I go, man.
So I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna jump straight in, man. So we're gonna start talking about March Madness. You know what time of year it is already. Let us know who your team is right now. Drop it in the comments. Who you want to see go all the way.
Pisces season. First off, shout out to Clark Atlanta University.
Well, you my brother, because you already know. That's
Let's
where
go.
I'm going with it. That's
shout out. I said shout out to Clark Atlanta University.
Peeps the CAU, man. Hey, we really got to talk about that.
Southeastern. SIAC. The South. Come on, man.
Conference champs, baby. Conference champs, baby.
Conference champs for sure. Like, we ain't won in many moons, but we did this year, and that's all that matters, man.
Let's go. So, yeah, man. So, actually, they're playing down here, man. So, I'm actually going to be going to the game.
I'm so jealous of you.
Come down, dog. Fort Lauderdale.
That sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Yeah, man.
When is it? When is the game? March 16th?
March 16th, 12 p.m.
Man, the day before the God birthday, man, I won't be able to make it, man. Unfortunately, that's Saturday. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Won't be able to make it. But I will be there next week.
Yeah, so the big thing is if they win, and University of West Georgia also wins, which is like 45 minutes away, they're going to be playing at University of West Georgia, so it's going to be basically like a home game. We're going to get to go out there. Yeah. But let's keep it moving, man. What else we got sports law and entertainment wise? You know who that is or not really?
I don't know. All these white women look the same.
Nah, man.
Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, that's the woman that snatched Jay's phone, right? And then he gave her a job.
Yeah. And he who giveth also taketh away.
Real swiftly.
So her name is Yes Jules. And
all right.
Not only did he fire her, but he fined her almost $8 million over non-disclosure agreement violations from earlier in the week. I mean, earlier. So basically,
that's deep. $8 million that's deep.
So basically, she was putting information out there. He's a wild dude, man. Does anybody know Yes Jules? Like, let us know right now in the comments if you really actually know Yes Jules like that. So she got fired. And they say that the chief of staff for Yeezy is a known white supremacist named Milo Yiannopoulos.
Okay.
All right. So
that's different.
So
that's hella different.
So the white supremacists, right, sent Yes Jules an email saying, "Dear Miss Goddard," that's her real name. Enclosed, please find a letter and statement of account from your time with Yeezy. Fines incurred to date as a result of your NDA violations come to $7.7 million. While you were a contractor, I suspended enforcement of this debt. It now falls due. Hassan from the compliance team will reach out with information about the payment. Please note that any further violations will accrue more fine. Because you were being terminated for cause, but also because you forgot to sign your contract, your termination is effective immediately.
Yeah.
So he then came back in another email and said, obviously, you're fired. If it wasn't already clear.
If it wasn't clear, you're fired.
Obviously, you're fired.
Gotta love it.
So she came back and she started dropping stuff on IG. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
different
it seems
things
like
that Kanye was putting out there. So it's getting a little ugly right now for for Ye on that front. But you know he got the
He's
new
not
album
worried
coming
about
out. He not tripping.
it. He's not worried about it.
She said sue me because I guess she probably don't have enough bread for it to be worth his time. But so we got that going,
No.
and you know,
Hey man, they still worried about Donna Summer, man.
anything you know, but anything you could tell us that's not a secret about the new album, you know, bro.
Anything that I could tell you that's not a secret about the new album. I got some jewels, but nothing that I could actually disclose right now. For the same reason that she's getting sued.
I feel it. Hey,
So
people want to know. People want to know, man.
people would like to know, but I refuse to get sued.
So
And
one of the big things that she said that is Ye called his followers Down syndrome mega fans and said they had developmental disorders. So she went ugly with it, but
first off, shout out to all the Down syndrome people. I love y'all, man. Y'all are my champions. I rock with y'all. You know, the homies, all the homies with the extra crummies, keep on.
Come on, man.
For real. Shout out to Ye for putting my little brother on the front of the cover, man. If y'all didn't know, the portrait that's being held that Kanye is holding in that picture is Gabriel Griffin, who's been in jail for the better part of 19 years now for a murder that he didn't commit. And his street name is TC. And so the campaign that's been going on with me and my brother Ty Dolla $ign for many moons now has always been that of free TC. And if you didn't know, the Islamic brother that's on that portrait on Vultures 2 is Gabriel Griffin, also known as Big TC. So free TC, and shout out to Ye for being a stand-up dude and always doing what he said he was going to do.
So you got a little something for us, a little juice that the people may not have known.
Cool.
Okay. Sound like you had a day party. You broke away for a minute.
Yeah, man. You know, it's kind of crazy out here. It's windy. It's wild. You know what I'm saying? The March Madness shit is really taking effect everywhere. There's mad games everywhere, so you know people's popping out.
No, I feel it. So, remember him?
OJ the Jew.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
OJ got caught up, man.
Okay.
Hey. You got the trap jumping. Hey.
Hey, I love OJ the Juice, man, bro. I fuck with OJ the Juice, man. Yeah.
Hey, old Jizzle got arrested for drug trafficking and gun charges yesterday.
That's on brand for him. What can I say?
It's been a while though. It's been like a couple years, but now he's 42. He was out in Coweta County, which is out in the country near Columbus, Georgia. He didn't have no business being out there.
I mean, I don't know. If you from the A, man, you from GA, but Atlanta gets boring every now and then, bro. People venture out. What can I say?
I feel it, but he got stopped by the police. They ended up having a probable cause to search. They found a 9mm plus cocaine. So they booked him for cocaine trafficking, distribution of a firearm, obstruction of justice, and he tried to run before this. So they also booked him for
distribution of a firearm.
Yeah. So as of now, he has no bond, and his next court date is on Christmas. So I'm sure something's gonna change. Hey, bro, be like that sometimes. But so I'm sure that you know what I'm saying something's gonna change.
Yeah, they'll feel that, man.
Between now and then, he'll probably end up getting a bond.
He will.
But
Georgia's
OJ,
a wild place, man. Sometimes when they do that shit.
Hey, but my man felt a little jealous. Jack Boy from out in Florida.
So he just went on ahead and did some foolish shit to get him locked up too.
Yeah. So actually he did. Actually he was arrested first. So really, on March 12th.
Shout out to Jack Boy for getting arrested first.
Yeah. Shout out to him, man. Hey. So March 12th, the Port St. Lucie Police Department, which is also a little kind of like I ain't gonna say podunk town in Florida, but it's a smaller city in Florida. They pulled him over for a traffic stop.
You can say
They
podunk.
discovered guns and drugs, and also had a Glock handgun with an extended magazine, along with several items containing THC, cannabis, and drug paraphernalia. So he was arrested for several felony charges, and he was already in trouble for a sexual and physical assault of another artist. So he was awaiting trial for that as well. So he's just out here committing crimes just to be,
Yeah, he's just getting loose. But
thing.
I thought having a gun in Florida was also just like having flowers. Like, I didn't think it was like that big of a deal.
Same thing in Georgia, but there's different rules if you're a convicted felon. Something.
No, I agree with. Okay.
Yeah, you do still have other things. And he might be on some type of bond for the other charge too. So they probably said you can't have no weapon.
Because having a pistol in Florida is like having a turkey sandwich, bro.
Yeah, and it's a lot of stuff, man. The boy Kodak's is not on the show this week, but there was another story where it was revealed that him and Kodak had some type of beef that led to somebody else committing the murder because of whatever the beef that he had with Kodak was. So,
hey, man, you don't want to wake the Kodak bear.
Yeah. At the end of the day, though, man, don't let the police search your car. Make them pull that warrant. If it takes hours, just sit there. Especially if you know you got something in the whip. You know what I'm saying?
Make them pull it.
Make them work. Don't make their job easy. So.
Oh God.
Yeah, man. I hate to be rushing. I don't want to rush the show, man, but
we get to it. Let's go,
yeah.
man.
I've been trial prepping, man. We got cases set for trial, so you know what I'm saying.
Let's get to it. Come on, man.
So we got to keep it moving, man.
Oh God.
So now it's been a lot of talk. You know, well, you weren't on here. I don't think when we talked about Jam Master Jay, they convicted the two guys for the felony for the murder of Jam Master Jay.
Not when they convicted him. No, I think that was one of the days that I was out. I was either traveling. I had a doctor's appointment on that one. They got him though. That's crazy.
Yeah. They convicted him, and then Keefy D, your homeboy.
They will never solve Biggie's murder, man.
Southside, stand up,
man. Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Southside Jamaica, Queens, stand up.
They don't do the boys like that, man. But they got that. But now, Lil Cease is talking about hopefully they'll one day be able to get Biggie's murder solved too. What do you think? What do y'all think?
Good luck with that, man. I mean, unfortunately, I don't ever. Okay, look. Honestly, I feel like Pac's murder will get solved before Big's murder ever will. You know, unfortunately, and we coming up on the anniversary of, you know what I'm saying, the date that Biggie was taken from us, man.
Yeah, we passed it. The greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th. March 9th.
Right. Damn.
God bless his soul. Rest in peace, kid.
Yeah, man. For real. So, like, I mean, he just got caught up in Pac's whirlwind, and Pac had a lot of shit going on, but, I mean, he was the victim of circumstance, so I don't ever feel like that murder is going to truly get resolved. Like, LAPD still has a warrant and, like, a reward for all of that shit for Biggie's murder. Like, it's crazy.
And then, curious to know what y'all think about that. Let us know in the chat if you think they're going to ever find out who killed Biggie. You know what I'm saying? There's always been a lot of speculation. Was Diddy involved in it some kind of way? Did he stand to benefit? Was it Death Row? Was it somebody else? Curious to know what y'all think about that. Super sad though, man. 24 years old, all the talent in the world. And Lil Cease also said that they don't have no more Biggie. Well, he said he doesn't have any more Biggie verses. So, he said throughout the years they've been releasing
Biggie. He ain't got him. Nobody got him. His cousin ain't got him. It's quiet right now.
So we're not gonna get no more Biggie, man. So
only Biggie verses you gonna get is gonna be from Jay-Z, the ones that he steals.
Dang, and that's true. And he don't even rap no more.
That's probably why.
Hey, so we gonna move on to Hollywood divorce, man. We've been talking about your homie. You from Watts, right?
No. Nowhere near Watts. I've been to Watts maybe like twice in my life. I don't go to Watts.
Hey.
Nobody from the West Side, man, go to Watts, bro. From West LA.
Hey, my first encounter with Watts was Fred G. Sanford.
And he didn't even go there.
He lived there.
They filmed that on set.
Yeah, that was
in
Burbank for
Burbank.
sure. So Tyrese has been ordered to pay $10K a month in child support.
That's a lot.
And for the average person, but they're basing it off your income and all of that.
Saying, kids don't cost $10K, man. Not a month.
$120,000 a year for your child to live a lifestyle that's decent. I mean, I don't know, but whatever. It's $10K a month. In the last few months, he admittedly, according to court documents, has not paid because he said that his income has dropped. Well, his ex is kind of mad about it. They're trying to enforce the order, and they're citing to the fact that in recent months that Tyrese has taken luxury vacations to Dubai and to Egypt. However, Tyrese's lawyers have stated that these holiday trips were not extravagant expenditures because he used frequent flyer miles for the flights and stayed with a friend during his time traveling abroad.
Number one, bro, the Fast and Furious checks ain't stopped. Them Fast and Furious checks is coming in still. Number one. Number two, why didn't you write that off as a business expense, Tyrese? Stupid.
He might have, but the point is they're trying to show that as evidence of whatever.
Man, listen, man. The person that went through that, I don't know. I see the validity in it, and it's probably just because he went to Dubai. It's just because he went to Dubai. Because had he went to Miami, they wouldn't be doing this.
Hey, I'm curious. Do y'all think that $10K a month is too much for child support for somebody like Tyrese? Do you think that just because he has millions of dollars that his child support should?
Man, I think $10K a month for child support is too much for anybody. For Warren Buffett, it's too much.
Come on, bro.
I'm dead ass. I'm on child support.
Hey, shout out to all the child support kings.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, man. So,
hey, man, him and Terrence Howard, they're not paying him. What can I say?
Well, Terrence don't pay no taxes. That's different.
I don't want to shoot a shot.
Yeah, but the judge hasn't ruled yet, so we'll see what happens. The judge may side with Tyrese, but it's unlikely.
Hey, man, I hope so.
Yeah, man. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. For you R&B dudes, man, like obviously he's not cool with her now, but at some point, all you R&B dudes was out here singing to these joints, right?
Hell yeah. I definitely was.
Yeah.
Come on.
Writing songs.
Doing all that shit.
Hey, the music don't need to stop though, just because of the divorce though.
And it won't. I mean, his music stopped not because of the divorce, but because he was going through Tyrese issues.
Yeah, that's new
Tyrese
content.
was doing Tyrese. So you know,
That's
I mean, it was. But hey, I don't know. Last time it was just like, can we get my album to #1? Let's do it. He was begging for the fans. I mean, it was sad. Like, I don't know.
And he'd be out here. Didn't Will Smith give him some bread one time? Like, I think his bread it might be funny, dog.
If Will Smith is giving you money, you ain't broke.
Okay.
You might be rich broke.
Do you know who Clarissa Shields is?
I don't.
She's like one of the best women heavyweight fighters, or I don't know if heavyweight, but women's boxers of all time. And she said, I ain't gonna lie, I hate this for her, only because she's arguing with a person who has no filter. I just hope he doesn't post no footage. That's not fair. We all have a past and grow from that. So she's talking about her being Alicia Baumgartner, who is one of the newer successful women boxers, and the he with no filter, or the person with no filter, is Adrian Bronner. And this is what she's referring to. So Adrian Bronner, for whatever reason, has beef with this young lady, and this is what Adrian has been saying.
You from Ohio, but you from Fremont, man. Stop it, man. You ain't from no Cincinnati, Toledo. Like, you ain't from no Cleveland. Like, hey, man, relax, man. We really know you, Alicia. We really know you. We really know you. And really ran through you. Stop it. Sonny Fredrickson ran through you. Bunny ran through you. Yeah, Robert Easter ran through you, boy. Hold on. Dominic Doughton ran through you. Hold on. Montana Love ran through you, boy. The wrong with you, boy? Everybody has some, man. Tony just wiped you. Tony just wiped you up. I don't know. Hey. Shout out to Tony. I know Tony, he from a Detroit player. Maybe you know what I know. Just keep the on the stroll. But what I'm telling you is this, man. It's been running through you, man. Quit playing, man. Stop playing, man. And now you teamed up with Bill, bitch ass. And now y'all want to talk crazy, man. Hey, man, stop it. Y'all better stop. And we got footage. We got footage, too. We got footage. You be coming out doing all them good-ass dance moves. You can't ride. Your ride game trash. What Bubba Double said? Trash.
Women and who they with and what they doing. What kind of
So, all right, Ali. So
AB is one. He's a lot of things, but he's not as a liar.
yeah, man. But we're gonna hear from Bill. So that's Bill who he was talking about. If you want to watch the uncensored version, is out there on the internet. But basically, he called out a bunch of names of people who supposedly had sex with this young lady. Everybody ran through her, but he ain't say his own name. One. So I don't know what. So for me, it's a little corny to go live on a young lady.
To me, it's definitely not P to do that. But I mean, like, who knows why he did it?
Yeah.
And AB's a wild guy. And one thing I would always say is, like, don't ever really come for a boxer, especially when it's on the internet, because they already are punch drunk in life. So I'm just saying, like, just let them be. Stall them out. He's gonna say the wildest things. You give him any type of platform.
Yeah, I agree with you. But at the same time, dude is in his 30s, bro. Like, you can't just be out here.
Yeah. But we all know that boxers aren't scholars. For the most part. And yeah. I mean, AB is one of them wild dudes, so I don't know. He could be using this. Everything is promotion for a boxer. Anything a boxer does outside of the ring is promotion for the next fight.
Now that I do agree with, right? So now I'm gonna play a little bit more footage. So the Bill who he was referring to as being a B came back and made some comments as well.
cowards are you? Who's speaking about what man is doing something with what woman and what bedroom? You's a coward, you's a sucker, and you's a lame. You's broke and you ain't got no game. What is gonna speak? Huh? Who gonna speak on another man and another woman, whatever they doing?
Bill might be a B, but I agree with him. I ain't gonna hold you.
I hear it. I hear it.
You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't know what prompted that, but there you go.
Either way, it, man.
Either way, the point of this, why we here, is that revenge porn, posting somebody's flicks without their permission,
illegal,
is a crime in every single state.
Yeah.
So
now that footage you was talking about is crazy.
Yeah.
We got footage. You better hold on to it, Chief.
Yeah. And if she didn't give permission to shoot the footage, you may already be in trouble for whoever. Well, not AB, because AB didn't.
Yeah, he never said it was him.
He didn't say he did nothing with her. So whoever you
he
are,
never said he had to put. He said we got footage, but you did implicate yourself saying we. I mean,
yeah. So I just want to remind you, revenge porn is a crime.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you got to remind me. I know.
Yeah, man. So check out Clarissa Shields, man. She was challenging. Oh man, I felt like it was because he was light skinned. She was challenging Keith Thurman to a fight, saying that she'll knock him out. You know what I'm saying? So check her out. She could box, but I don't know about that one.
And Shorty in the That was Shorty, and she's a boxer.
So the one on the screen who he's talking about is a boxer, but
The one that got ran through is a boxer.
yeah, she's a newer up and coming boxer. But Clarissa Shields was the one talking about how she hates to see this happening to her.
She a pretty boxer.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie, she pretty. She looks okay. All right.
Yeah.
Not a lot of women in that field are, beautiful. It's Layla Ali and her. I ain't never really seen a lot of beautiful ladies in that sport.
So it's time to patrol the police, man. So
let's go.
So let's do this. We got more footage. We're gonna bring it to the stage.
Mm-hmm.
We were just trying to have a good time, go to play soccer.
Nelson Ochoa says he was in South Lawn Park in Oxon Hill on Labor Day enjoying a game of soccer with other families when a Prince George's County police cruiser pulled up and parked. He doesn't know what made him start to record, but he did.
As soon as I started recording, a car pulled up and then a young lady came out.
He recorded the two appearing to embrace and kiss and then get into the back of the officer's squad car.
We couldn't believe what we were seeing, and then what really made us go like, wow, like this is crazy is when, like I said, when the car started rocking a little bit to the left and right, that's when we were like, wow, this is crazy. And broad daylight with kids around. He was in the car for about 35 to 40 minutes.
Afterward, he says both quickly drove away in separate directions. Prince George's County Police released a statement on X, formerly known as Twitter, saying they were aware of the video and are investigating to determine the circumstances. They tell the I-Team they have identified the officer, though they have not released his name. Multiple police sources tell me it's Francesco Marlette, seen here in this.
So, man, so it gets worse, right? Before you even get into it, this dude, why is this dude even still on the force? Check this out, bro.
This picture. We reported on him back in 2016 when he was accused of beating his then-girlfriend's 3-year-old son. In 2019, the father of that child told me in an exclusive interview that he was trying to keep Marlette away from his son.
He would say, Daddy Francesco, which is his mom's boyfriend, hits me in my face and hits me in my stomach, and he's really mean.
According to the boys.
Hey, Ali, tell me this. If that's me, I'm doing that interview live from San Quentin. Where would you be at?
Yeah, be me. I'd be in Guantanamo for sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure I ain't tripping.
Medical records, the 3-year-old was spanked, resulting in a head injury. The Prince George's officers who responded that day ruled it an accident. A grand jury disagreed and charged Marlette. But after agreeing to anger management, Marlette never stood trial. The charges were dropped, his record expunged, and he was back on the force. His attorney declined to comment on the case at the time. A few years later, Marlette is making news again, now, in this viral video.
I woke up this morning and it had 2 million views already.
Ochoa says he hopes police will take a close look at what's going on in this video.
Yeah, I'm glad I caught all of that on camera so Prince George can see the type of officers they have in office, working for them, supposedly protecting the community.
Yeah, man. So that's the story. All right. So I did crop the photo because she's a mother. She was posing with her child, so I did crop it. But this is the officer. This is the lady. And the way they found out who she was because the officer's wife, her name is Paulette Marlette.
That's hilarious.
Posted it on Facebook, who she was and what was going on.
Paulette Marlette. Can't make this shit up. All right. So first off,
so where you at, bro?
It's giving San Andreas. It's just shades of all kind of Grand Theft Auto going on. I didn't know if Shorty was like street walking or if that was like his little dip, and they got in the car. Is that what happened?
So that's the part I'm happy about. He wasn't like extorting some woman like, hey, come jump in the back with me, and we're gonna make some charges go away. So I am glad to know that is not what happened.
That's not the case.
And the young lady, her name is April Pinto, and she said, "What's so exciting? He's a cop. I'm a civilian. We got caught. It sucks, but this will pass."
And so wait a minute. She was willingly involved, and obviously everything was consensual, correct?
Yes. So
and
she
she
said,
wasn't hooking, right?
No. She said she wanted to make it clear that this was not a one-night stand, and the pair had been seeing each other for about 2 years.
So they just wanted to get kinky on daytime in the job, and she just wanted to do some. Okay, all right, it makes it a little better. It's a little better, you know.
And then she came back and said, "I'm living my life. I have children. I'm sure you guys know. I have a 15-year-old autistic boy. His father was Caucasian. I guess I have a thing for Caucasians."
Okay, lady, whatever. You know, I mean, like.
So she milking
Okay.
it. She want the
She's
fame.
milking it all right for sure. Pun intended.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, was he on lunch?
That's a good question. Questions that need answers, brother.
Because if he's on lunch, he's allowed to eat what he wants.
So speaking of eating, his wife Paula said, "Seems like Virginia has a mouthful to give about me when her husband left her dirty ass because she can't stop cheating and inserting herself into other people's business. My husband used her for sex because she was easy. I never put our marriage out there because, like all marriages, we hit a rough patch. We get through everything at the end of the day."
Don't put everybody's marriage out there like that, mama. That's yours. All right. But all right, cool. I get it. All right. Well, you know, hey, what can I say, man? He ain't hooking, and we don't know if he was on lunch, so to be determined.
Yeah, so he did get suspended, and
he should have. I mean, son. Wait, first off, it had to be uncomfortable to smash in the back seat of a squad car. I've been in the back seat of a squad car. They're not exactly comfortable.
They don't even have cushions. Usually it's like a
it's
plastic.
All plastic backing, bro. It's no cover. It's no cushion. It's small and confined.
Hey, my man said they got that thing rocking though.
Hey, and you know what? I'm sure he did.
Yeah. So, and if you really want to know more, there is a second video out there. You could go find it for yourself.
That's great.
But they out there. But this is why we patrol the police, man. So this man done spanked somebody else's son to the point where a grand jury felt like he needed to be prosecuted, and they made these charges disappear, essentially.
Yeah, some
still
like
on the force.
You
know what I'm saying?
Nah. And it's in PG County? That's crazy. One of the blackest counties in the United States.
Yeah, that make it kind of crazy. I agree. It is extra black out there. Man, I don't know what's going on, man. We got people on, but I'm not seeing any comments. Type something if you with us right now.
Fani. Is it Fani or Fani?
It depends.
I'm still confused.
It depends.
I guess it does depend.
It depends if you nasty.
Hey, I'm taking Fanny every time. Let's go, mom. Take me on vacation, Fanny.
But her pop says Fani.
Take me on vacation, Fanny.
Yeah,
I'll pay you back.
Yeah, exactly, right. I'll pay you back. So the judge is expected to rule by the end of the week about whether she should be removed from the Trump trial. As you know, we've been talking about it. She, I guess, kind of got caught, but one of the defendants in the Trump trial, I think his name is Mike Roman, somehow they figured out that the special prosecutor at one point was dating Fani Willis, the DA from Atlanta, and they moved to have her removed from the trial. And they've been having this great long hearing about it. They've kind of uncovered things, and she admitted, like, yeah, we did have a relationship for about a year. It didn't have anything to do with, how he got the job. He didn't pay for my stuff, but they're trying to say there's a conflict and that they were milking this out so that he could get more bread to funnel back to give her lavish things, right? Mm-hmm. So the judge is going to rule on it. If for some reason the judge rules she's disqualified, then from what I was seeing, she can appeal it, which the judge probably would allow because he wants to keep the record clear, make sure that everything is done on the up and up.
Right.
But that would also take time.
Right.
Also, if they decide that they're going to remove her and they don't appeal it, or the appeal is denied, then it would go to a different county. And once it goes to that other county, they're going to need to investigate it. They're going to need to, you know, put their own resources into it, and they could decide not to even prosecute. You know what I'm saying? They could decide we don't want to prosecute. So either way, it appears to me like they're getting what they want out of this, because if you delay it, then Trump has time to be reelected.
Well, they're definitely getting what they want, and that's the whole caveat for this. That's the reason for this whole thing. My man is not a fool. He's buying time, and he's just trying to make it to November. He's just trying to find a way to delay, push back, hold off to this election. And it looks like he's whooping Joe Biden's ass. So I don't know. I mean, it's a smart tactic. And it's a hell of a wag the dog, in my opinion. But
yeah. I don't know. I don't know who's winning. And I don't even trust the polls, because they always seem to be wrong, one. But also, I was reading an article, and it was kind of interesting. They were talking about how, like, back in the day, like, the people who were calling to do the polls would be able to speak to way more people. They're like, it went from like 80% to like 5%. So they're not even really getting an accurate idea of how many people there really are. So I don't know, but either way, I definitely agree that it's working. They're delaying it. There's also the possibility that Fani could be found to have perjured herself and face charges. Most of the people who are experts on what's the law in Georgia say they don't think that would probably happen. We need multiple people to confirm that she made a knowingly false statement, and they don't think that there would be enough people who would have be privy to the information.
Yeah, I don't see that either.
Yeah. But I think this is all about the delay, and it's working.
Yeah, and to literally spin it to where she is now in jeopardy of criminal charges as far as perjury, it's all they ever wanted. They just want to elongate the process. And if we could somehow, some way, find a way to get the DA, why should be arrested, on on trial for something she's not on trial for, then we win. And that was her whole stance. I'm not on trial. He's on trial.
For sure. 100%, bro. So we'll keep watching that. By the time we get back next week, we'll know we should know the results of whether or not she's removed and what's going to be happening, and whether or not they're going to actually get back to the trial itself. 6 of the counts, I believe, against Trump, actually, I do know, were dismissed because there wasn't enough information for the defense to be able to make a defense. So the judge said, we're going to dismiss those counts. So they've already kind of made some room there, but a lot of the major counts are still in play. So here we go, man. Hip hop on trial. So we'll start with the Pop Smoke, man. Tell the people a little bit, because it happened out there in LA. You know anything about what happened with Pop Smoke out there?
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, Pop Smoke came to LA and he was doing some work here. While he was doing some work here, he threw a party in the Hollywood Hills, invited some young ladies. They came. To my knowledge, what happened was the young women kind of set him up, called some fellas, let them know that he had X amount of money and jewelry. And there was a function, gave them their address and everything. After the crowd dissipated, these fellas came in. Either a door was left unlocked and or they got in how they got in. Popped in, was in bed. Dude came in and was about to, it was obviously multiple people. They were robbing him. And then he said, what are you going to do? Shoot me? He was talking tough, and it's typically not smart to talk tough on the wrong end of a gun. And the young man shot him and killed him.
Yeah, so there was
how Pop got smoked.
So they're going to trial June 25th for one of the people involved. His name's Corey Walker, and last April, another man who was 17 at the time pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter and was sentenced to 4 years. All right. And also last year, an unidentified young man who was 15 years old confessed to being the killer. So, you know,
Yeah, these young boys don't care, man. And
yeah,
like I said, talking tough, Pop got smoke.
yeah. So one of the this guy who's going to trial was formerly represented by Chris Darden of O.J. Simpson fame,
That's crazy.
one of the prosecutors from the O.J. Simpson case, and Chris Darden says that he was not involved in the planning of the murder, and that the worst case scenario was simply a driver remaining outside of the house in the vehicle. So, but the prosecutors are arguing that he facilitated the crimes by not only surveilling the crime scene before, but also serving as a getaway driver, weapons provider, and planner of this home invasion robbery, which sounds kind of probable because knowing a little bit about how things work out in LA, it sounds like he was kind of like not necessarily like a big homie because he was only
15.
he was only 19 years old, but the other guys was like 15 and 17. So he's like kind of like a little
He
bit.
was the big homie, if that's the case.
So he was like a big homie, but not like a big homie. You know what I'm
He was
saying?
the big homie. He was put on first, and he was out of school. They was in school. Like, I mean, for you to be at 15 years old, like what? You're in 10th grade, like starting 10th grade,
19th grade,
so, like 9th, 10th grade, and somebody else is out of school.
Yeah,
That's the big homie. Like,
yeah,
you're literally either in college or a grown adult, and one person is definitely just in the midpoint to beginning stage of his high school career.
yeah. Only one
So, for
person
sure.
was even old enough to drive. So yeah, I mean, it sounds
Right.
like the type of thing like you send the young ones in to go do the
Right.
wildness.
Yes, because y'all gonna get less time, and they'll be forgiving on y'all.
Yeah, so that's a thing. And then with Diddy, it was announced that there was a settlement. So there was some kind of crazy way that the court docket uh, glitched, and there was an entry on the docket saying that there was a settlement conference yesterday, and that the case ended up settling. But now that's been fixed. So,
Right, a glitch.
and that's in the Little Rod case or whatever the dude's name is, the most recent one.
Yeah, and it's gonna keep being settlements given dished out.
No, but there's no settlement, so it was just a
Oh,
mistake. So it
okay.
was a mistake. So they removed it from the court docket. The case is still going. The only person who Diddy has settled with so far is Cassie. Everybody else,
Right.
they putting him to the test. The one young lady from Detroit who they say who says that she was flown to New York
Yeah,
to
by
Daddy
Pierre.
house, she's still unidentified. However, the judge ruled in that case that if she's going to proceed, that she's going to have to
Identify
be
herself.
identified.
Yeah.
So I mean, there is some stuff happening in this Diddy situation, man.
It's the Diddy verse.
Yeah, man. So
It's crazy.
we'll keep watching, but that's the latest and greatest from the Diddy trial. And now on to Thug, man. So Thug has been out of court. I don't even know if they went back. They were supposed to go back yesterday. They didn't. For day 42. Let me see. I'm trying to see right now on my other screen if they're actually in court today.
They just really trying to milk him out.
Yeah, they're live right now. But basically, the latest and greatest was testimony from Adrian Bean, who prosecutors are saying was driving a getaway car with Thug following a shooting. They say that he admitted it to detectives in 2013. But now he's saying that he doesn't remember anything about that incident or the conversation due to drug use.
Okay.
What you think?
I think that's bullshit, but smart defense for him. Smart play. Bullshit is fucked up.
Okay. So you think that someone who has done drugs for the last 11 years couldn't have fried their brain enough to not remember?
Nah, he remember.
All right. And then let us know what you think in the comments. You think
He
that's cap?
remember.
You think that's cap, or you think that is some truth
As
that
I
that he
think
don't
it's
remember?
I think it's big new era that he don't remember.
Yeah. So we got that, but then we also got where Thug's lawyer. He's not a dope black lawyer, but I'm not gonna front. He is a dope lawyer. So Brian Steele filed a memorandum trying to get the case dismissed because recently there was another case that was reversed due to them using a rap video.
Mm-hmm.
Well played, Cap. I agree, God. Peace, bro. So yeah, so basically, there's another guy, Morgan Cardell Baker, who was convicted in 2019 of shooting a security guard. So in his trial, they were able to show a video, a music video of him waving a gun, and they decided that that video should not have been shown to the jurors because it had nothing to do.
Yeah, it's not even subjective. It's
Yeah.
just it's it's all what?
So a lot of this also comes down to like when it comes to these lyrics and these different things, and this is what Brian Steele was kind of getting at. It's like you don't know who you have to be able to lay what's called a foundation. You have to be able to
Right.
show that what's going on is connected. You got to connect the dots.
Right. That's
We
the
don't know, but just because I rap a song, I killed 5 people and da 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 da. Like
If
I
there's
might
no
not have wrote.
evidence to support that,
Well, I
then
didn't write. Not even that. You don't know that I wrote it. You don't know
this is
that.
true.
You don't know that somebody else didn't come in and say, well, actually, if you say it like this, so you don't know which part is me. You don't know which part is a ghostwriter. You don't know which part is, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So without knowing all of those things, you're really you're putting things out there that are way more prejudicial than they are, helpful to a jury to be able to make a decision. So
The craziest part is even if you did write it, it's still subjective based upon evidence.
correct. So it could be creative expression, but they have to be able to show like there's detail. Like I would think they would need to show like there's details that are so similar that it makes sense to be able to connect it, or they can go at that point use it to go get actual evidence, right? So like if you rap about a murder, you're rapping the real details. Like now they could go.
Yeah, if it follows the detail and it goes with the case study and the law of what happened, then yeah, it's crazy. Like you're dumb.
Yeah. So
I.e., why like Young Melly? Because like, bro, you did murder on my mind. Giving details. I.e., Bobby Schmurder. Like y'all are rapping the details of how actual crime was committed, which is why Bobby Schmurder went down, which is why Melly is down, which is why now lyrics have been subject to review and admissible in court.
yeah, no doubt. So I don't know. We got a little time. I'm gonna tune in and see what they're talking about live on the trial right now. See if we can break any of this down.
Can't hear nothing.
You couldn't hear it? All right, that's cool. I'll tell you what basically they're talking about. So basically, the jury is not in the room right now because they have something that she thinks is a major issue. She's saying that Brian Steele is making up questions about things that the witness could not know about. Make basically what she's calling making up evidence. So she's asking the judge to not allow for Brian Steele to be able to ask the witness. I'm not sure who the witness is right now, but questions like, did you know that this happened, or did you know that that happened? When she's saying basically he knows that there's no way he could know because these things are not real. So I haven't watched any of the case today, so I'm not sure exactly what she's talking about, but she is a very passionate advocate. She believes in what she's doing, and she objects a lot. So she gets clowned for that a lot, but she's really going hard for the prosecution. Can't hold that against her, and she's a proud graduate of the Morris Brown College, where she got a degree in mathematics. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Morris Brown.
Definitely shout out to Mo B, man.
Yeah. So we'll keep you posted on how this particular hearing goes with the judge next week. We might talk about it, and if it actually moves the needle. But now it's time to get into what the Florida, man. And it's not like usual. So I just want to let you pork eaters know about something that's going on out here in the world.
The pork eaters.
That affected somebody in Florida recently, but it's not a Florida specific thing, man. So there was a 52-year-old man in Florida who had migraines, and they kept getting worse and worse for like 4 months. Finally, he went and got a CT scan of his brain, and a neurologist finally got a chance to figure out what was going on, and they diagnosed him with neurocysticercosis, which is a rare parasitic infection of the brain that is strongly linked to pork consumption. So they say there are only about 1,000 people a year who are hospitalized with this, but the average bill is like $38,000. So it's most common in Cali, Illinois, New York, Oregon, and Texas. So if you're in any of those states, man, make sure that your pork is clean.
Stay off the swine, people. Malik Ali.
And that's your best bet.
Stay off the swine.
That's your best bet. Stay swine free.
Just eat clean, people. Come on, man. It ain't that hard.
Hey, so 20 years later, can we admit Swine Merchant was right?
He was. Reggie, would you like some sausage?
Hey, shout out to Reginald Muhammad.
Shout out Reginald Muhammad. Brothers 5 Brothers for life, man. Broly Hall, man. We rocking with you still to this day, King. Sorry, you was a hard ass, but we understand why.
You know what I mean? Trav, what up? Love you, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. Where you at? You still in Cali?
That's great,
so yeah, man. Let us know what you want to know about, man. These are the stories that I find. Last week we had a story that Jess Holly, one of our watchers, asked about regarding the Howard Law discrimination case, where they were being sued by the White Panther. If there's anything going on in the world, you have a question about it, let us know, and we'll get that answer for you. We'll cover it and we'll talk about it. If you have an actual legal issue, you can also reach out to us.
Please do.
In the DM, or you can send us an audio message through speakpipe.com/black speakpipe.com/dope black lawyer. And if you have music and you want to have somebody with connects be able to possibly get you in the game or do a collab or something like that,
send it through.
Holla at us.
You miss 100% of the shots you never take, people.
For sure.
Let's get it.
Let's do it. So, any last words, man?
Sunday's a special day. Shout out to everybody that's enjoying St. Patrick's Day, man. Y'all do it responsibly. I know I will.
Hey, happy birthday to the guy, man.
Thank you, brother.
Ali's birthday is March 17th.
Let's go.
Which
all
also
the Pisces, only fish in the sea. Stand up.
Also coincides with the day that I crossed the burning sands of Omega Sci-Fi.
Let's go. I was there.
So you know what I'm saying?
I remember my man had the eyebrows shaved and everything.
20 years.
It was great. It was great. It was great. A glorious day. I was drinking shit.
Yeah.
It's our day, Josh. Let's get it.
Let's do it, King. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in, man. And we will holla at you next week.
Squad.